Get the finger off the damn button, man.
He just walked out on us, man. I don't even know. I was kind of offended there. I showed up, didn't get to say a word, and Smart left.
I jumped on everybody, man.
Raise your nose in the air. How rude.
I tried to. Let's see. I was trying to do something really simple, man. I just wanted to use my cell phone to jump on so I could go in and show you guys our plants. And I figured I'll get this set up while XYZ Vector's talking. I'll get this all set up. Well, something happened. This started having all this feedback. And then when I went to leave with the phone, I was thinking, well, I'll just hurry up and leave and scrap the whole idea. And when I left with the phone, it canceled it. So I think it switched. When I logged in with my phone, it switched the main to my phone. And then when I hurried up tried to back out, it canceled the show.
Rage quit.
Whatever. I tried to get back on, and I can't. I mess everything up around. See what happens when Crispy don't show up?
Yep, so that's motivation for her to hurry up, get well, and get back.
That's it.
Yep. I like how you named it Redo.
Redo.
Hit the like button. Might as well double up for today, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire up this doobie. I was smoking my vape, but I'm gonna graduate.
All right. We have to tell Seed Person welcome to the show because he's right. I never got to say that, and XYZ wasn't done.
Yeah,
that's right. That's why I was gonna. Yeah, you were gonna show us the other tent.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, there we go. Now you're talking. Sweet.
Just busting, dude. That's that one right there. Is my favorite right there.
Well, that's yours right there. That's a god.
I know. That's why I said it.
Yeah, we knew that.
You got the extra red going. I can see that.
Well, right now,
Seed Person.
Right now, I got it in foliar feed just so that it's not like totally blasting my eyes with light. But yeah, Seed Person, yours is doing so well. She's starting to fall over. I'm gonna have to put some yo-yos. I've never done a yo-yo before. And then this one right here is looking pretty good.
It means something. Yo-yos will mean something, buddy.
What was that one?
Oh.
You say it was Trop Cherry?
That's banana runts crossed with Trop Cherry.
Yeah, I knew it had Trop in there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, she's looking good. And then these are her brothers or her sisters, and they're kind of filling in, but they're not there yet. They just still want to bolt towards the light. So anyways, I'm just trying to get my tent cool because if I don't, they're gonna just keep on bolting up. But anyways. So yeah, they're looking good.
Very nice.
Hell yeah!
See if I can get some close-ups because that's where it really looks good. You can see the trikes. As long as let's see here. I don't know if this is going to do any justice.
Yeah, appreciate it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's focused.
Look at them rails on the leaves. Jeez, the rails are crazy. I love it.
Yeah, I know. That's
you
what
can
I'm.
get a lot of dry cyst off of them, baby.
Yep, and then here's Seed Persons. They're starting to get some. It's unfortunate. The best one's all the way in the back, and it's hard to get good focus on her. But yeah, they're starting to. They're
chunky.
Yeah, very chunky.
I'd be interested to see. Does it look like she's got any little foxtails on top there? I can't tell with the light, but that's mine had a little foxtail on the very top bud. Yeah, pretty much just like that. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, he's been hot though.
Yeah, but
mine was cold.
Yeah, mine is now running about 80 to 77 to 80. I just installed an air conditioner on this tank. But yeah, she's looking really good. I mean, what?
Is that it lights out?
No, lights out. It's getting down to 53.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
she's got
yeah.
purple up.
Whoa.
53.
That's
Yes.
very low, buddy.
Here, let me get this back on the tripod. I kind of did a little how should I say this? Engineering on the cheap. But I gotta get the tent close to show you this monstrosity that I made.
A little southern
You have-
ingenuity.
That's
You have
right.
a, you have a
You got
30
that-
degree swing between light and darkness? That's a lot.
Yeah,
man.
you'll see why in a second. I
Okay.
mean, I'm trying to keep up with the art man, but I find it hard. And
Oh, yeah,
so what
okay.
I did is I rigged up. So this is a portable AC. I rigged it up so it dumps into the tent, and then the exhaust fan basically comes up through the top, goes through the exhaust fan, and then back into the inlet of the AC unit there. And it's basically duct tape and baling wire at its finest. Unfortunately, though, when I switch off the lights, what happens is that the humidity just goes straight up through the stratosphere, since it doesn't really have any place to dump the humidity. So I have to switch the AC. I have to turn it on to dry mode, which was supposed to not get it hot, but the AC is like 14,000 BTUs. That tent only needs maybe 3,000 BTUs, so it's way oversized. So it gets really cold in the tent, drops the humidity, keeps it low, but that's why I'm getting such a temperature swing. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to just go back to the way it was. But I like the daytime temperature staying at 80, 77 to 80. And the nighttime temperature is a little bit low, but I guess it'll bring out the purples, get good bag appeal.
I think that
Oh,
gun's
let's
going
find
to turn
out.
black on you. She's going to turn black on you like mine did.
Oh, black? I'm going to get some black. Well, then
All the leaves did, but the buds were still green and purple. Little purple, not much.
That girl is colorful
Hey.
too. I noticed that. The leaves.
hey, that's
Hey,
cool. Then that'll live up to her name. Then she'll be a goth girl.
That was the idea. All three of the parents were really dark leaves.
I'm gonna turn off my camera there, as it's the battery's dying. Ugh. So, anyways,
He said he froze up.
Your buds are kicking ass, man.
thanks. Yeah. Well, they still got 3 more weeks, I think.
Ooh, they're gonna be frostier. Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then I did switch the nutrients on them. So I was running General Hydroponics, and I switched to Green Planet newts. I think everybody switched their newts.
How did you like it?
Yeah, everybody's failing on GH. It seems like everybody seems like they're having problems with them.
I got some news. It involves a lot more than switching newts, but that is a part of it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the bad news that you found.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Before we go anywhere, do you want to start this off, Smart? Let's do a giveaway.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Hell yeah, we'll do a giveaway. Then we're going to go Seed Person. You're up next, buddy. We want to hear.
I don't have plans to show, but I have some stuff to tell y'all.
Okay. You care if we start this thing up first?
No. Let's do that.
All right. And then they can be plugging away. What do we got, Austin? Talk to us.
Yeah, it's OG Kush, Hellraisers OG, Exodus Cheese F2s. They're the ones I've just done. Some great hoolies, F2s. These have got these. Can you see the size of them beans in there? Look, they're just standing
They're
out.
huge.
Yeah,
It's like a mung bean.
Yeah, this great hoolie, whatever I touched with this great hoolie, the seeds are massive. And blood diamonds across grape hoolie. So I'll do the 3. I'll do a couple of vials. I put 11 seeds in my vials because I like the number 11. So I'll do 22 seeds of each of them.
Okay. Couple breeder packs there they can get started with and make their own stuff, huh?
Nice.
All right, I'll go set it up.
Man, those look like avocado seeds. You've been putting avocado seeds in there.
Yeah,
Watch me
they
fuck around
were
before the
chunky.
show.
Those definitely chunky seeds.
Have you guys found any correlation between this like seed shape and the way it grows? Because I've just dropped some freak seeds, and those seeds, and the last time I grew a freak show, it was the same. The seeds are like big and they look like boulders, but they're all white, but they're all viable. So yeah, I don't know.
I do, right? To be honest with you, when you a fat seed is appealing to me because I know it's going to be a fat plant that comes out of it. Everything, everything about it, from the seeds, you can see it's big, yeah, and it holds through. In my opinion, when that seed comes out compared to the other ones, you'll see it's bigger. Like I said, that grape hoolie seems the strongest one that I've got up there, the one I potted up. That just came up before it came out of the soil before everything else. It just stood tall when everything else was flopping over and flapping about. And the leaves are just twice the size as the others. And that's the fat seed. And I'm pretty sure the buds will be just as fat on it too.
That strain has gigantism.
Gigantism. Yeah, I think the fatter the seed, the more energy it seems to have when it first pops.
Got some strains that are really, really tiny seeds though, and every one of them was tiny too.
They seem to take forever. They seem to take forever. Whereas the big fat ones come out and they seem to grow the big fat. When you see the big stalks, they normally come out of the fat seeds, in my opinion, because the plant's already coming out fat.
Is there a difference between indica and sativa? With the sativa seeds, are they smaller? Do you notice, or have you?
I haven't really noticed.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. No, I don't think so.
Between the sort of like the green tan, the dark brown ones, the black, and the pale ones. The pale ones, I'm a little bit iffy. They're a little bit underdone, in my opinion. And if you really, because when I harvested all my seeds, half of them are pale, and I normally reject them. But as a what I normally do is I just put them on a hard surface and just push them and see if they pop under my finger. And if they, then I know they're just shit. But they're not. You could probably get some plants out of them, but in my opinion, unless they've got that hard shell, I won't use them.
They're still in the developmental process. If they're white, they haven't finished completely, so they're going to be less vigorous coming up. But yeah, I do the same thing. I sort all those white ones out, and I only send the dark seeds.
White ones pop though sometimes, or just lower pop, or no pop.
Yeah, sometimes they're just empty and there's nothing inside them. They're just hollow. Sometimes sometimes you'll get them and they will pop, and like I said, you just might get a weak plant because it's not had that time to actually put all the genetics into that seed and finish it off properly.
Hey, according to us, I'm like a white seed. There's nothing inside. It's hollow.
Oh no, Spy! Come on.
That's.
I'm gonna argue with that statement. Sorry.
We want elephantitis of the seeds. Is that what you said, or gigantism of the seed? The big.
Yeah. I like elephantitis better though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether there's a difference between sort of like living soil seeds and organic, where the conditions, the environment, whether that all plays a part. The light, all these breeders talk about putting 18 in 6, so they make a better seed, to finish them off, and blue light at the end, and all these little things. But who knows?
Yeah.
Well, think about eggs.
The breeders have said LEDs make smaller seeds, and then Rolling Smoke says outdoor seeds usually get bigger. That kind of makes sense, I would think.
Whiskey Grower 76 prefers outside plants for his seeds. So he prefers some.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
more vigorous.
I think it's like when the seed is produced, it's already coming with a blueprint of an environment from the mother, saying this is what you know, this is what I grew up in, and this is what you're going to be expecting when you're born, and you know, I'll put everything in for you to survive in the environment that I was in. So a lot of the time is, you know, we'd be getting seeds and then we're swapping it to a completely different environment as you know, if you were purchasing it. You know, some of them seeds could have been produced hydroponically, or you know, and then you're going to try and run it in, or you know, could have been grown indoors, never been stressed, and you're going to try and run it outside. You know,
Or it could have been grown in like they could have did a field agriculture grow on it. Now you're trying to put it indoors under lights, you know?
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of generations of breeding before it adjusts and it puts that blueprint into the you know, like this is the program we're on now. We've got to adjust to it, and generation after generation that will slowly adjust and
just remember that I got the only real skunk, and them shits is cuts only, bro. Got to get them here.
Oh, smart. I'm looking for the real skunk, man.
The real skunks cuts only.
The cuts only.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a hardy plant, and generally it will survive in numerous conditions. It's a weed, you know, sort of. You know, they're pretty hard to kill.
Not all prissy. Not all prissy like orchids.
Yeah. Good luck to everybody. Want to win some seeds? Our buddy Ice and I is giving away some really good stuff. Great bull comes with great acclaim.
Wow. It's great odds too.
You know, I said I didn't like that OG Kush because it was a bit chemi when I you know, not long harvested it.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a month or so now, and it's now relaxed. That chemness has gone, and it's got that creamy cheesiness, you know, which you would expect has got some cheese in it. And the cheese has come through, the chem has gone, and the cheese has come through, and I like it now.
That's a good point. If you don't like what you harvested, just put it in a jar for a couple months, come back to it, and you might actually be surprised.
Just needed to cure that one.
It's like a bad haircut. It only lasts for a couple weeks, and then it's all better, right?
Yep. Oh yes.
A bad haircut, huh?
I haven't had one in 25 years.
Yeah, me either. I'm bald. A bad haircut for me is when I cut myself.
Oh. Yeah, but that only lasts a couple weeks or a couple days.
Yeah. Real skunk.
Real skunk. So you only sending out clones.
Hey, there's I really I like the skunk buds, man. I don't have it. I've never had it. It's just something that I saw a long time ago. These people were having an argument on Instagram, and it ended up spanning like four different accounts, and they were all claiming to have like the original skunk from Skunk Man Sam himself and all this, and
Blue Sky,
yeah.
From
you know these people
from Old Timer One.
Yeah, this was like 4 or 5 years. It was like right when I first got on Instagram, I think. Not long after, and I was thinking, I hope like this isn't what it is, but and I just thought it very comical what I was reading and shit. And when I said it, other people must have read it too at that time because they understood it. And ever since then, it's just been like a inside joke, I guess, if you will. But I'm not going to
gives my countrymen a bad name.
the skunk man. I want the skunk guy. Because, you know, what they're referencing is that shit we always say is like when you walked into the room, you had a bag of that in your coat pocket. You would smell it within a couple minutes. Someone would smell it and they would know that the good shit's there. And, oh, man, as soon as someone opened that bag up, you get that whiff. And I don't know, it does seem hard to find that. But I've had a lot of talk about this over the years, and people say like all your senses change as you get older with age, with smoking and breathing, and your endocannabinoid system matures with you as a person, and maybe you can't really catch that same buzz as you once did when you was 20 years old running the streets. And I don't know if that's true either. So maybe it's an elusive chase, maybe it's not, but I think it's sometimes the chase is all the fun. It's not the destination, right?
Here's the
Okay,
thing
it's
though, is
the
like
measure.
people that are looking for that bag that you can, that you remember where it's like so stinky and shit. All the people that are looking for that, we all smell like weed all the time. So we're used to it. So like
Yeah.
we are the bag that stands out in the room. At this
Yeah.
point, you're kind of nose blind to it, right? At least I am.
Yeah, no, it's tough.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere, without being told. Are you a walking plant, mate?
Yeah.
But,
And a nurse tell me that in the ER said her son was awake and baked, so it didn't matter to her. Like,
Wow.
I'd been trimming, and you get stinky when you trim.
when it comes to the skunk and things like that, getting back to what we want to reminisce with the old stuff, the environment has been and gone. Even when you say outdoors is pretty constant, no, it's changed. The whole weather systems, temperatures, the terroir,
Yep.
and the same with indoors. Our equipment, our soils, our mediums, our nutrients has all changed too, and our lights. Unless you go back and actually pull something, all that equipment back and put it all back into place, I don't think you're ever going to find it again.
You might be right, man.
It's an evolution.
We got to keep searching, right?
Your brain.
Well, the thing I don't get is we all reminisce back to the past, but I'm thinking back to those days, and the skunk was good, but I don't think it's nearly as good as what we're growing now. It wasn't nearly as potent.
I don't know.
It smelled like skunk.
It's pretty strong.
I'm referencing the 90s, man. That was when, I was a teenager in the 90s.
I remember the days when you could walk, just two puffs on a joint and you'd stunk out your whole house. It was that loud.
It's strong.
Yeah, and when you get in the, just that smell, that level of dank smell, the high's a little bit irrelevant sometimes because you're getting high, just like the buzz off. Wow, this is.
Oh yeah, it's the overall experience, man.
Yeah,
without a doubt. When you're cutting it up and you're smelling it, and it's stinking up the whole room, sticking to your fingers, sticking to the paper in your wrap. Yeah, man, that's the whole experience. And then when you could taste it on your lips, so you're getting everybody to hit the joint first, and then
dry touch.
Yeah, man. It's just a whole experience with that skunk or with any good weed. I don't like a weed that gets me high but tastes like shit. I don't care about that. I want the whole thing to be nice. I would rather have a 14% that has great smells and taste and rolls well, and that's way up my alley. I definitely got to have the smell and taste.
More of that entourage effect.
Got to, man. I feel like that's the bang for me, is having them all come together. Get a nice high, good taste and smell, rolls well. If all those things come together and it was a fun grower, wasn't really hard to grow, that seems like checks all the boxes for me, man.
It's like you get the mental high just smelling the baggie before you even smoke it. You're already telling yourself this is good weed. And I think that's a big part of it as well. Is like, you the way we think of it is like, we can all be sitting there really couch locked and baked on the chair, but we can all snap out of that in an instant and get up and go and do stuff. And it's your mindset as to where you go with it. A lot of the time when we smoke is to, we can sit there and vegetate, and we can go into that state of frame of mind, and we'll or you can go and be creative. it is, you know, you can adapt to it, and that'll aid you into what you want to do at that particular point in time.
Indeed.
Is what you put your mind, what your mindset is, and your intention. Yeah.
How much longer should we let the seeds roll for? I feel like I'm always holding people hostage. Maybe they want to get going, you know, or something. I don't know. It's been up there for a little while. There's 20 people, 44 in the crowd. I think most people have come back from when I cut things off earlier. I apologize for that. And then we got to get seed person.
Yeah, just do seed person. Let that hang in the background, Smart.
Yeah, let's do seed person here.
Yeah, I can
Talk to us, brother.
So I've had a lot of stuff come up in the last 4 days, but some of it involves like family health stuff, and the direction of my life and where I'm going with stuff. And we've actually made a decision. We're going to move to Colorado. And I have my brother-in-law wants me to start like a seed business with him. So, yeah, I'm going to be moving by the fall. I'll be there and hopefully up and running by Christmas time.
Oh, wow. So this is great news.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have me stuck there for a second, man. I was a little bit worried. So congratulations.
Well, the health stuff is like, it's causing us to reinvent ourselves and like try and start over fresh, like new routines and things to keep it from getting, you know, yeah. I'm sorry, I can't go into more detail here because it's a show, but you know, yeah. So, but all in all, it's all good. It's just going to be a lot of change really quick and a lot of work, but really good outcome eventually. And hopefully, you know, by the fall, I'll be able to come on and show my face and send you guys links to websites to buy some seeds and shit. And it's going to be a good time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's great news. Yeah, Colorado's a beautiful country. What part of Colorado are you moving to up there?
We're aiming for the like outside of Denver, maybe like Windsor or somewhere around there, because that's where my wife's family is actually in Denver. So, and my brother-in-law, her brother, is looking to move out of his house. He wants to go more rural and like a little off the grid. And I'm done the survival training, so I'm all about that. And he wants to try a new business out. So he's like, I got money. And you got seeds and stuff and the knowledge, so let's try and do something, you know. And it would probably start as like a little side business, like, you know, I'm not going to jump into it both feet, but I'm hoping to grow something out of it.
Hell yeah!
Nice. That's
cool. Sounds like a great opportunity.
And you will be the most ethical feed company I've ever seen, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I think I told Art though that if I do this, I'm going to have, you know, seeds available for very reasonable prices. And then I'm going to go to like a dispensary and get the most hype clone they have. And then go to a different dispensary and get that most hype clone they have and smash those and put it on the website and call it sucker seeds or something for like $1,000 a pack. Just to show you could buy this shit or you could buy this shit and you can try them both, you know, and I'll put those in as like freebies or something. I don't know. I got all these ideas, but it's going to be a fun experience. That's the whole point of it. Not to make money, just to have fun and survive, obviously. But I'm not looking for big bucks on it.
The big bucks will come, man, for sure. With the right, you know, there's plenty of room to make big bucks and be ethical and continue to hold true to what you think a good seed broker should be, you know. And I think you'll get there.
Experience. Yeah. He's had a couple of experiences with seed companies in the past, so he will make sure that his is not run like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm all about the new growers and making sure people aren't disheartened by the community and shit. So. But you know what? The other thing is going to be that I will be on this show as often as I can and as often as y'all are on and documenting, like giving updates and stuff so people can hear and see what's going on and like, just document
Yeah.
the process of doing this so that, for
They
continuity.
can
or
always go
whatever.
back and watch it then. It'll be in the archives. You can check it out and see where it all began,
Hey, when you get big, man, we get a true sponsor now, Smart.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be
Oh,
Giving away some of those beans.
this will be the sole streaming channel of we're gonna lock those trademark rights in early.
Get them on retainer.
Damn right. Smart
A
man.
penny, a penny a seed, that's all we want.
a penny a
We
seed.
like isn't that what they did with Microsoft? That dude's like, I want $1 per computer instead of like $1 million up front.
Yeah, something like that. On that, yeah.
Oh yeah, like Steve Jobs or one of them guys or whoever it was. I'm all fucking it. Bill Gates, somebody who started that shit. Wozniak.
Microsoft.
Ugh.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
cool.
All
All right. Hey, seed person, did you find some ball sacks on some seeds that you paid money for?
Oh yeah, I did. I did find
I hate
some.
to bring up something bad, but
No, you're good.
I
And that reminds me of the other thing I meant to tell you guys. Yeah, I did find some balls on it was a fem strain. I paid money for them, and that was disappointing, but it is
Yeah.
part of growing.
Yeah. Yep. That's
So
Um,
the first seeds I grew after became legal out here in Arizona, I bought some autos, I thought, but they're actually regs. Oh, that pissed me
That
off so
sucks.
much.
So, seed person, are you going to try to pluck a few of them off and see if you can get by? Because we've had success doing that before, but sometimes they keep coming.
No.
No, I already culled that plant actually. And I have so it kind of was like a blessing and a curse at the same time. I noticed that my timer was set to turn on in the middle of the dark cycle for half an hour, and I don't know how long it's been like that in the other tent. So that didn't contribute to the balls on the one fem, but the other tent, two of my plants that were mid flower started to re-veg and like get all weird. So I had to cull those too, but it's okay because I'm gonna have to shut the grow down because we're gonna have to sell the house and shit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be throwing everything that I've got in both tents and do this seed run so that I can show up in Colorado with a bunch of strains that I'm ready to test out and use as stock and everything. So
Right on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be finishing up. I got 4 months to do it, and I just dropped seeds that I was gonna be using. So
yeah, you can do some of that work right now, and then have those in your pocket already when you walk in. That's smart.
right. And even during the process of like selling and shutting down and everything, I can send those seeds out to people to grow and test out, and try out or whatever, and then I'll know something when I get started already. So it's all coming together.
2025 is looking busy for you in a good way.
Yeah, very much so.
Good for
Nice,
you, man.
nice.
You deserve it. Anyone deserves it, it's you.
Hey, I didn't get an update. How's Crispy doing?
She's doing well, man. She sends her love. She's the cookies you sent have really helped her, man. And she's doing everything they told her, taking it easy and relaxing, making sure that she doesn't have to walk anywhere downstairs as much as possible. And I try to keep her just relaxing in bed as much as possible, man. She's doing good. She's okay,
Good.
but nothing more than expected, I guess,
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it.
Me too.
I hear a weird humming noise. Whose is that?
Me free.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, she's quite the trooper.
They're a bit more resilient than us, them women, aren't they?
Yeah.
I bet she's doing it all with a good attitude too, because she's so positive.
Yeah. She keeps saying like she was telling me I'm gonna feel better tomorrow. I can already tell, and things like that. So I know like she can feel herself getting better, and she is trying to be as positive as she can. And I know she has some tough times getting comfortable and stuff. Getting any extended sleep. So, um, I'm really sick, man. So it's hard for me to help her. I'm trying to stay away from her as much as I can.
Sorry to hear that, dude.
I think I have
Yeah.
COVID. I had the fever real bad for like 2 days, man. I can't smell or taste anything. I feel like shit, sore throat, headache.
Oh. I think it's
Yeah,
just
man.
going around. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather myself for the past week.
It's been. I thought I was feeling a little better the one day, and then nope, it come right back, man. My throat got real sore and everything else. I almost felt like it was two separate events back to back. Either way, I feel like beat down dog shit, man.
I'm back to
I'll
my
get you
normal
one of those
self.
cookies too.
Yeah, man.
I was dealing with that since before Christmas. I had my teeth issues as well. I don't know
Yeah,
if you, just the other day, I was still, the antibiotics had took all that swelling away and everything, but I was still
right.
having a little bit of problem. And the initial problem hadn't gone away, and I could feel every now and then I feel a little bit sharp bit in my gums, and I grabbed hold of it 2 days ago with a pair of tweezers, and I just pulled that, and there was a piece of bone. And that was the size of a decent sized seed, and I just pulled
Wow.
that out. And it came with a bit of flesh and that attached to it and everything because it was like a triangle. But
Yeah.
everything just went away in 2 days. I've been struggling for months, and I'm like,
I'm glad to hear that, man.
I just feel good again.
Yeah.
And I hope you'll feel good too soon. There won't, it's a bit of a long one. This one, the last, because I've had COVID like 4 or 5 times now. Being in the UK, it goes around quite a bit because we're a small country and everyone's like on everyone's doors. It's not a lot of space, so it goes all these bugs and that go around. But this one, yeah, it weren't good. Long.
Yeah, it just it sucks. I got a bunch of work and all kind of shit, man, lined up to do. I got a schedule that's packed for the next 2 months straight, which is a very good blessing. But the biggest deal is I don't want to get my wife sick, man, while she's fucked up already. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got somebody that can come help?
We really don't.
That sinuses clear, you'll feel better.
We don't really mess with too many people, and I think when you feel vulnerable, sometimes you're limited on who you really want coming in to help you. So at least that's how I am. I think my wife's the same way. I almost rather do I can't. I don't want some people in here.
Yeah. You gotta have a really big trust level to let people into your house spot.
Yeah. No, it's a shame how I live, man. It is because of the fucking laws,
Mm-hmm.
But we can pull this feeds thing that our buddy Ice and I was so generous enough to donate. And that's a handful of seeds too. He's given 3 different strains, and I think he said 22 seeds of each strain. So you're looking at a 66 pack.
That's a good number, isn't it? 66.
Yeah. All right.
Not for the Jedi.
Yeah.
Jedi Order 66.
Yeah, that's a bad number.
That's a bunch of good
Jedi,
numbers
I
in there.
killed them all.
There's 11 seeds in a vial, 22, so it's, in a pack, and 66 in all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Order 66. Nice catch, seed person.
All right. Last chance. Type it in now or forever hold your peace. 30 people. Somebody just snuck in. All right, let's get them. 31.
Don't
Come
forget
on.
Sneaky
One.
Come on. And
Man,
Come on. Big money,
that
big money, big
33.
money.
33.
here it comes. Here it comes around.
Come on.
Woo.
Pick a good name.
oh,
Penny.
Oh,
Penny.
nice.
Nice.
Hello, Ripplers. Congratulations.
congratulations.
Just message me, Penny. Your details.
Penny's got seeds in his avatar pic there.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Those are mushrooms.
Yes.
No.
All those seeds.
Oh, like seeds, yeah. It's hard to see.
They're sprouting too.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Now I can't stop looking at it. Let me go see.
I can't
It
focus
is a
on nothing, so you're on your own.
What the hell is that?
Are those trichomes mushrooms?
They look like
Mushrooms.
Just ask. Hey, they're
He
mushrooms.
Where
just
is
said
he?
it. Yeah.
He says they're mushrooms.
mushrooms.
Okay.
It does look like a seed split open right in the middle of it.
Yeah, it does.
With the little taproot coming out and shit. Yeah. Congratulations, Penny. We're all sitting here staring at your name.
Oh, shit.
What is it? I don't
No, the
know.
shrooms, man.
Very nice score. That's a nice little stockpile.
It is.
Yeah,
it
it is.
is.
Nice.
I'm gonna go eat a microdose. You've inspired me.
Okay. Enjoy.
We're totally snowed in here, man. I don't know where everybody's located at, but it's going to be down to like 9 below and 25, negative 25 wind chill, they said on like Tuesday night or Monday night, one of those nights. And
That's rough.
Days and it's going to warm back up, though, right?
yeah, it's only going to be 3 or 4 days. It starts at 7 degrees and slowly goes down, comes up to like 13, but it's never going to really, for 4 days straight, it's going to be blistering cold, man. And with a pile of snow coming down. I mean, you can't even see the roads at all.
We're at 7
that's
degrees
rough.
right now. We got no snow, though, for the next week, so thank God. It's going to be colder and shit.
Dude, that
A
looks
nice
like
little cab.
yeah, looks like a wad of gold that you just melted down or something and you're weighing it out. That's a nice cap. That wouldn't be a microdose for me. I'd probably be all high up.
There's a quarter of a gram, so yeah, it's a little more than a microdose, but it's good enough. That's 1 cap.
That's what
What's
I call
your
it. I call a microdose around about, a gram.
That's 2.5 microdoses for me.
I like to feel it a little bit. I'm like, the point of actually taking it is you get a little bit off on it.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't eaten mushrooms probably 20 years, man.
I don't know how much we're going to take it, honestly.
Do you want to eat mushrooms?
It's not very adventurous.
Sometimes I do. I mean, but I have to. I do it to have the adventure, and I have to be someplace where there's no people. I'm comfortable. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it turns out to be bad times.
Absolutely.
Look at that cap.
hell is
Look
that?
how hot that was.
Oh, wow.
That's his
That's
microdose.
Is that a microdose cyanide?
That's a microdose portobello.
That's a megadose.
Yeah, that is. That's a super dose.
I've actually changed my carnivore stance. I'm actually incorporating a small bit of fermentable fiber into my diet as well.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that didn't even soak in at all. Yeah.
Every other day I'll have a mushroom.
Helps
That's
out.
a good way to just kind of ease into it because there's, Yeah.
Or as
I
my dad
always
would
have a
say,
little bit of
keep your
green.
plumbing clean.
Galaxy says, I wish I could grow shrooms. All I ever grow is contamination. I don't mean to laugh at you, but it's funny the way that you worded that. That sucks that you haven't got your shrooms to go, but I can. That's how I would probably be too, man. Give me a laminar flow hood or something crazy because I'm stinking the place up, man.
Hey, Galaxy, you can hit me up and we can walk through the process if you want some pointers. I do it super lazy, and I don't ever like wipe everything down or anything like that, and I still get pretty good flushes.
Yeah, I've had. I'm lazy too, and I'll admit I'll get a 25% success for being lazy. 3 fails to 1 success.
Yep. Well, that's the thing is that you go buy a bunch of those instant rice bags. Like I buy last time I did mushrooms or grew mushrooms was like I bought 20 of them. And then I bought like 6 tubes and split them into each one of them so that I had a higher chance of like something going well,
So is it hard to grow? Is it hard to grow the mushrooms? Just the sterility, isn't it?
If you have 1 tube and you're trying to get the most successful, you have to be extremely sterile. But if you're just trying to grow some mushrooms, that's easier.
Once you get your mycelium set, you pretty much you can fail, but you've still got some that you can continue to try again. But once you've got your cake and you've got to that cake and it's fully the rest is you can't fail from that point pretty much.
Okay.
That's up until you got your cake and you're ready to fruit is the issue. But from that point it's pretty plain sailing.
Hey,
see, my issue is when I got the cake and break it up and put it in the cocoa shit and in the tub. That's when I get contamination more than when I'm inoculating the bag itself.
That's when I would get it. I know. That's exactly the part that I got to try. I got this stuff. We wanted on Last Prisoner Project some stuff to try. I got to try it. But hey, XYZ, there was a guy that was on Cocoa for Cannabis years ago. He was a microbiologist. His name was African Grown. That was his handle. And he grew his cuttings and his psilocybin mushrooms in the same tote. And I got pictures of it posted and shit. Yeah, it was pretty wild. He had it perfect. But I think because he was a microbiologist, he kind of had some pretty good understanding and access to shit at work, but it was pretty wild, man. Seeing them together like a good bit. A lot of them.
If you look on my Instagram, you'll see I actually done the same thing. I used my mushroom tote as my clone dome and also as my CO2 generator in my flower room. Because they when you grow mushrooms as well, they like the 12 and 12, which is ideal because you can just have that tote sitting in your flower room, perfect light and perfect temperature, and it's also producing the CO2 for your plants. It's beneficial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about just growing mushrooms just for the CO2.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and inoculate my. You see my all that straw and the barley and everything on the top there. I'm going to because I did at one point, probably about 3 years ago. I had golden teachers growing in amongst my cover crop. I'm going to try and do the same again. It's not. You don't get like what you expect. You don't get a yield like you would out of a tub because it's a less sterile environment. But you can actually, if you've got a cover crop, you can inoculate your soil.
Abolish in the chat just said magic pop up in my wicking bed. I did the top layer of the new build and spent cakes. So yeah, just put your old mycelium in the top of the pot and maybe something will come up.
Yes, the humidity that the cover crop provides. It's that because they get that dew layer every morning, and that's what they require to fruit. Because you can have that mycelium layer for years and years, and until it meets the right temperatures, the humidity levels, they won't germinate and fruit.
Okay.
Hey, if dude wants to show his shit off, he can come on and show it off. What happened? What happened to TikTok, man? I did see that it was gone. I posted a meme saying I never even downloaded because I didn't. I always thought when I first heard about TikTok, I don't want to piss anybody off, but I thought that it was for kids and it was just videos only and shit. And that's what I was told at work or something when I inquired, like, what the hell is that? Somebody yelled that, it's for kids. It's just videos and stuff. And I was like, okay. I never gave it no thought. I always thought it had a geared more towards like shit that we wouldn't be a part of, but I realize now a lot of people were putting stuff on there.
Well, they were saying that the Chinese were using it to spy on us or some shit like that. That's why they're banning it.
Well, that's a good reason to ban something, right?
Like they got the back door to all our technology, anyways. Considering most of the stuff is made by the components and everything else and assembled. I'm sure they've probably got some sort of backdoor access, just like the CIA or the NSA has. They can go in. There's specific parts of everyone's electrical devices that allows them to be enabled. I can't remember when that was introduced, but every electronic device has got that capability in it.
I never feel like I'm totally safe. I got cameras facing everywhere in the house, and at any given time, I feel like we're in some sort of a neighborhood now where you can always be hacked or connected to somehow. I feel like it's too late. We're all hooked up here on the internet with cameras and IP addresses and everything else, and unless you're some freaking wizard, they could be watching all of us. But it makes me scared to think that, because then how come they ain't shutting down Instagram or YouTube? You know what I mean? Maybe TikTok was some weird one that was real easy for them to do or something, but I'm glad I wasn't on there.
It's the same with anything that it doesn't have to necessarily be China. You got to be worried about the person sat outside your house,
exactly,
encroaching on your Wi-Fi and everything else. And
this one guy was going around with a scanner. He just walked by your wallet and scanned your pocket, and if you have your ID in the wrong spot, it was taking money right out of your pocket. I'm like, how do you fight against that? Someone just walking by you, and you all of a sudden paid for something that you don't know.
Just don't have tap and pay on, and you can buy wallets that got like Mylar lined or not Mylar, EMF lined. Special wallets.
Yeah, because I didn't know about that either. Because I just bought a wallet, and it said it had that on there. It's an extra. And I was like, what is that? And just what you were saying, people can swipe your shit by walking by in your wallet and get your card.
I've been using tap and pay. It has a little chip on the cards now, and you can just hold it up there instead of sliding it in the slot. Because I've been a slot slider for years now, and I'm just starting to use the thing. And I'm thinking if they can snatch it there, it makes total sense. You just get one of those things, put it in your pocket, bump against somebody, boom, you just scan my dough.
You can't beat that sliding in that groove though.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong business. I need a pocket scanner. I'll just walk around the mall all day.
Pocket dialing, man. Pocket dialing.
Hey, here's Sky overhead. We got about 9 minutes left. I wanted to give them a few minutes so we could check out the goth girls and shit.
So they're doing pretty good. But my water temperature needs to come up, so I'm waiting for the show to be over with so I can go get a heater for the reservoir.
A little bit cold.
Oh yeah. So I think I've had the light too close because I've been using the light as heat.
Yeah.
So
it happens, man. They're still alive. They ain't cold.
Yeah.
What kind of
No,
reservoir you got, bud?
Just it's like a
Plastic?
clear. Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
you
clear
want
container.
Are you going to get an aquarium heater or something like that, or
Yeah, probably.
if you're going to
Hey.
do that? Now, I melted one of my reservoirs. I melted a hole in the side of it with an aquarium heater. Go to Goodwill or something. Get yourself a Pyrex dish that you can set down in the bottom. I've got them in both of my reservoirs with that aquarium heater in, so it doesn't melt the plastic. It's strange, but it can melt it though. Yeah.
Okay.
And one other thing, make sure when you, like, if your water falls to below the heater, make sure you turn off that heater before you put more water in. I've actually cracked my aquarium heaters that way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably stick it on the bottom of the tank. Or on the side horizontally at the very bottom. So other than that, everything seems to be going good. The second sets of leaves are starting to come out. I think I have my phone backwards or something.
No, you're fine.
Looking good.
That's awesome, man. We can't wait to see what happens.
That's a lot of golf.
Yep. So there's 16 there to choose from. And then, yeah, my phone's like backwards or something.
That looks good, man.
And then this is a seed. I'm still waiting for it to come up. That was from like the 2007. So they're like taking forever to sprout. So hopefully I can sprout some of those and then breed those and get some fresh ones because they're good ones. They're good seeds. Yeah, so this setup is pretty simple. It's just I'm just top dressing dry amendments around the top here. And then the water down here is just straight tap water, and it's getting pumped up directly into the tub into an overflow. And then once it runs for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then it turns off. But it's just to water the plant, like I'm just feeding it from the top where the feeder roots are going to be. All right, I just wanted to show and give a weekly update.
Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, look good.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for letting me come on, Smart and Crispy.
Hey man, I've never seen anyone grow like this before, so I appreciate you letting us follow it along.
Yeah, I like to do a bunch of weird stuff, man. I've tried to grow and just things that you can't imagine.
We love
some weird shit.
You don't know if you don't try.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing right now, and I was just gonna try to leave the reservoir cold, but I think it's 48 degrees or 50 degrees, so I think I need to get it up to at least 60 something.
Yeah, you definitely do.
60s at least. 60 tops.
So the Pyrex won't crack then?
No, Pyrex is tough stuff, and you can get one for less than $5 at Goodwill or Salvation Army or something like that. But I burned a hole right through the plastic on one of my reservoirs. I didn't think it'd do it. Well, it sure the hell did.
This is super thick plastic, and I don't plan on like putting it right against the wall. I might just dangle it by the cord in the middle or something.
Okay, well, let me know how it works.
All right. Maybe I'll put like a brick down or something.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, put it over a brick.
Or a plate. A plate, anything really, if you stick it down, just so as long as it's not touching the plastic directly, that's all.
Yeah, you might even
glass.
You put chicken wire around it.
Anything like that. Well, you don't want to touch it. You don't want to touch that with the. You can hang it by the wire, but not by the actual glass.
Right.
Yeah.
That would crack it. Or could.
I'm sure
I got
that
aquariums.
that'll perk them right up, man.
Yeah, my plan is to just keep using the same water and just keep adding water.
Okay.
So I think my tap water is around 7.8.
Ooh, you might want
And
to
I
lower it a little
I
bit.
haven't tested it in about a week in the reservoir. Or wait, yeah, I did test it. It's still about the same.
A little high.
So it's not the pH hasn't like changed in the reservoir at all.
Yeah, you might want to get down closer to 7.
I'm not worried about it. Not yet,
We'll see
anyway.
how it works then. We're gonna see.
That's it.
I really don't have money to be buying any like pH ups or pH downs or anything, so I'm just gonna see what happens.
Alrighty. We will see.
If I can't control it, then I'll just start like adding compost to the top too, and that should level it out.
Oh, that'll be great. I can't wait to see it through, Sky. Thanks for coming on and showing us again.
Yep, thanks for letting me come on and give an update. I know last time you couldn't really see them; they were still like
Yeah.
blending into the rocks.
Yep.
But I feel like they should be a little bit further along, but it's cold out. It's like 50 degrees out.
Oh, wow.
So they're doing better than like outside. All right,
Well,
guys.
All right, buddy. We appreciate it. We can. You want to tell everybody where they can find you if they want to continue to watch updates?
Sure. I'm on Instagram at Basetown11.
Right on.
And that's about it. And you can buy some of my vegetable seeds at skyoverhead.com. And you can also donate to our music there at skyoverhead.com. And all those donations go to making music and making more garden stuff over here. I plan on making a food forest, and all that money is going to go into the food forest if I even make any money off of seeds.
I know if my wife
Thanks
was here,
for having me on. I appreciate it. It gives me a place to hang out.
Always welcome, Sky. Always welcome. And if my wife was here, she'd have the links for you, man. I'm not as adept at getting everything done without her, so you'll have to excuse us this week. But we'll definitely they were able to hear it, so they can type it in. It's an easy one, skyoverhead.com.
All right. I hope she feels better real soon, and I hope you feel better soon too. You sound like you got a cold.
Yeah, man. I'm trying.
All right.
All right, up next, we'll have OK Jace is in the lineup.
Yeah, cheers, Chad. Always fun hanging out with you guys. Panel, really nice grows going on here. It's good to hear about you, seed person. Great opportunities coming your way. And yeah, send our warm regards to Crispy. Hope she gets to feeling better. And you too, Smock. Man, you got your household's down right now. Hope Minzy don't get sick too. But yeah, it's but cheers, guys, and grower love. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, man. Us and I will be up next.
Yeah.
Eating some mushroom on the side.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone. I'll catch everyone later on the next one. I can't remember what it is now. Artman will tell everyone. Yeah, the UK one, Percy's Grow Room. High on Homegrown. That's it. Yeah, and I'll see everyone and Jack and everyone on the other one.
Right on, us and I. We'll see you, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks.
Up next is Artman.
2 N's 420 _ at Instagram. Like us and I said, you can find me over at Percy's. They have high and homegrown, and over at Cocoa for Cannabis. But thanks for having me, Smart, and you get better, dang it.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you coming by. Up next is Seed Person.
Seedperson1 on Instagram or seedperson1@gmail.com. Cheers to the panel and chat. Much love to everybody. It's great to see y'all. And Smart and Crispy, I hope y'all feel better soon. And everybody stay warm. I'll see y'all tonight at the Cheap Home Grow Show.
Right on, Seed Persons. Congratulations again. And XYZ Vectors, last but not least.
Hey, sorry, I'm a little bit feeling the weather too, but hey, stay warm, Smart. It's freezing out there. Anyways, I appreciate you still hosting the show, even though you're feeling under the weather. I appreciate Crispy. I hope she's feeling better soon. And yeah, just keep on trucking.
All right, brother. Thanks again for coming. And thanks to the chat. Hopefully we'll see you back here on Wednesday evening. It'll be still cold and we can all get together and forget about that for a while. So till then, grower love.
Peace.
Oh, deuces.